Hi, I'm Peter Cohenno, Executive Director of the Friends of Jack Foundation. Our mission is to provide services and programs that enhance the physical, mental, and emotional well-being of children. Now here's our founder, Jill Fierons, to tell you how the foundation got started.
As most of you know Jack's story, I really became involved with Child Life when I was in the hospital with Jack. But one particular story, which a lot of people probably have never heard, is Jack came home with us, and a few weeks later we had a minor hiccup, and he needed to be rushed back to Boston Children's. In order for us to get him there quickly, he needed to be med flighted. So anyone that's never been on a med flight, only one parent is allowed, and it's small, and they're working on your child, and they're doing brilliant. And all you can really do is look out the window and hold your breath because you're afraid to say anything. So as we were landing, there were a few rules. First off, Jill, keep your head down, obvious reasons. And secondly, stay out of our way, as we're gonna move rather quickly and we don't want you to be in the way. And that is exactly what happened. They ran off with Jack, and I kind of ran a little close behind, but I was alone. And I turned the corner, and there was Jack's Child Life Specialist team. There were 3 of them waiting for me. They had been alerted that Jack was being brought in. They knew he was too sick for them, but they came for me. So Child Life is not just for the child. It's for the complete family. They are there in the most serious times, and then they're sometimes just for a child who's afraid. So I knew at that time we needed Child Life everywhere. Everybody should have the benefit that I had. And every parent, grandparent, aunt, uncle that's sitting underneath one of these tents knows, no matter how sick your child is, it's really scary. And if we can offer them something that just makes it a little easier, why wouldn't we do that?
Now let's learn more about Child Life Specialists.
The goal of the Child Life Specialist is to be able to provide a therapeutic intervention that's playful, that decreases a child's stress and anxiety, and engages them in their healthcare process and makes them feel more involved in the experience.
So studies have shown that having Child Life Specialists can not only improve the patient experience and the family experience, but the outcomes. They are able to intervene, and sometimes we can reduce the length of stay, so a child will recover sooner and we're able to get them home quicker. They really have a significant influence on everything from the patient experience to the outcomes of these patients.
Pediatric services, especially Child Life Specialists, bring very little to the financial bottom line for healthcare systems, yet make a huge impact. Therefore, it takes financial investment from the community to make these services possible.
So here at Hasbro, our Child Life program is 100% funded from our donors. For pediatric care across the country, it requires a family-focused approach, which requires additional support, specifically Child Life Specialists. We don't get reimbursed for the services that are provided by Child Life in that encounter or during that hospital stay. On top of not being recognized as let's say, a billable service, we in pediatrics are predominantly paid from Medicaid funds versus Medicare. And the reimbursement difference is significant. So we rely on our partnerships with Friends of Jack in the community to support Child Life services.
Let me show you how something as simple as teddy bears and superheroes have changed the lives of children in our region through our programming.
You can't even describe what it's like to sit and watch a family come in and be so afraid for their child. The superhero program has improved the experience for the staff members at St.Anne's as well as the family and the children involved, and has made the day of surgery fun and much less stressful for everyone involved.
Well, I think that children and their caregivers feed off of each other in terms of their anxiety or their level of relaxation. And so I think whenever you can make patients feel more relaxed, everyone benefits from it. And there are studies that say that the higher level of anxiety can lead to increased instances of postoperative nausea and vomiting. So if we can avoid that high level of anxiety, we have better outcomes in terms of those.
So when Jill approached us and said we want to do the program, I said, we're in, because I'm a mom and I have grandchildren, and I don't want my children or anybody I know going into an OR afraid if they don't need to be. So we are 100% on board.
So since we've implemented the superhero program, and with the use of the motorized vehicles and the teddy bears, we've been able to obviate the need for any pre-operative anxiety medications.
We're all about trying new things here at the Friends of Jack Foundation. Let's take a look at some of our events.
Food for Tots is one of the Friends of Jack's signature programs, and it's a way to engage the community, and particularly the restaurants in the community, by creating a big event every month in the summer with a lot of enthusiasm from the restaurants, who then give back a percentage of their profits from that evening to the organization. So it's really a win-win, and I think that's a great example of how Friends of Jack's everywhere.
Now that you've seen some of our incredible events, let us tell you about our sponsorship opportunities.
Last year, we were lucky enough to have the annual year of giving here at Milestone Mortgage Solutions. Friends of Jack was the fourth quarter recipient, where we donated $100 per closing from each one of our loan officers to the Friends of Jack Foundation, which for that quarter totaled right around $24,000 to $25,000.
So early on, we got asked to provide some cars for the young patients, the little kids, and we were happy to do that because it was something easy. Cars, Toyotas, cars, great. It was easy for us to do. So we were happy to buy a couple cars, donate them to the foundation, and apparently the kids love them. So when they have the procedures, they're in the hospital full of anxiety, this is a good way for them to relax, have some fun, forget about what they're there for, and just enjoy a little sliver of time.
The really extraordinary thing about the Friends of Jack Foundation is that the community has supported us exclusively, and that's because the programs have really touched people personally and motivated people to get involved and to help our mission expand.